Morning. Have a quick check. Hello mate, you alright? Right, let's go over the patch. We'll do the odd stuff first. So where are we? Demon Soldiers. This Demon Soldier has been altered, the one that we're getting, or the new one for season 9. That's the one here. So it now does, upon death, inflicts 1 stack of mortal curse. There it is. Reduces damage by 10%, stacking up to 8 times onto enemies within 2 tiles. So that's Morning Tim, you alright? It's getting better, mate. Yeah, it's getting a little bit better. So that's a change to the Demon Soldier. The other change that's come out that people probably aren't that concerned about, although she sounds fantastic. Now, I originally thought she was getting a change, but it's not. She's got normal abilities as per everything else that goes on. But she's got two passives the same as everyone else. And then she's got this third one as well. She's got this third passive. And it's this third passive that's absolutely fantastic. Look at this. Increases all mages' damage by 6%. Only takes effect when she's on the team. Doesn't say she has to be on the battlefield. So come out and have a look. That's, you just put her in a team of, you pick your 10 people and she's one of the extras if you were using your Lord. It's almost like a Lord skill for free. Got a 4th twin fiend. Yeah, so all these mages would get a buff. That passive is absolutely fantastic. He's worth picking just if you're only going to put 8 people down and you're using some mages. He's worth picking just for that. Now, quick word of warning. This morning, when this patch went live, I farmed up a load of Gear Raid 2. Because when you have a look at the Gear Raids, that's where the keystones drop. So as soon as you hit stage 19, you can start to get these keystones. So stage 18 doesn't have them. Stage 19 you can get the uncommon and the rare version. And then where are we above that? 21, yeah, 21 you start to get the epic version, and then it's not until stage 24 where you get the legendary version of it. Are people pulling them up? I might do a cheeky divine pull or a cheeky temple, we'll see how we feel. So that's where you get them from. Now, I did 89 runs with Tireless Raider on and didn't get any. But when you first come here, you get this one for free, and I didn't use it and I got 0. Since I've used it, I've then started getting drops. I've sent feedback with a ticket to say I don't know whether it's a problem or RNG, but the first thing I would do when the patch drops globally is use your trial one, because I wasn't getting any without using it. Okay, that's the first thing. So the other things in the patch now. So when you come to artifacts, you have augment here. So if you have an artifact that isn't leveled up, there's one that's not leveled up, you see you've got enhance. That gets changed to augmented when it's at level 25. So when you come to the augment, you can then change it here. Right, now the difference is the common augmentation, you can go from 50 to 1600 for 25 up to 480. The advanced ones, there's an overlap. So you may only get 200 of the advanced one, and you may have got 1600 on the common ones. So I probably won't, when I do these and get any of the advanced ones, I probably won't do ones that I've used the common ones on, if that makes sense. So they're the common and the advanced augmentation. The runic one is a random attribute, and these are the random attributes you can get. Okay, oh, get me head out of the way. Haven't got one, haven't done it, don't know if you can redo it or anything like that, haven't got a clue. So that's the augmentation for them. So the common, the advanced, just up the stats you've got. Runic one adds one of these to it. Whether you can re-roll it or not, I don't know. There we are. The forge, if you go to the forge, come out, where's gear? Right, gear. So gearing's now changed. We've got the foundry down here, which just has these ones on, and then you've got the quick change, and then you've got the gem enhancement. So this is now the gem enhancement socket for it. They've got recast, refine, and advanced refine as per normal, and then you get these 4 gem sockets as well. So on there, if we just pick a piece of gear, add that to it, then once you've added a piece of gear, it will sort of highlight stuff for you that you can use. So this one here, it would enhances the primary attribute, mythical higher gear. So you'll get another 1 to 5% on it. So you could end up with 71% attack on your stuff as well now. So I think that's going to be quite a buff there. And then on this one here, it changes the type of one secondary stat. So you can pick the secondary stats. So all those 3 pieces that you've got, select one, so it'll transmute it, and then it actually gives us a little icons down here, appears to be what it's going to, it's transmutable to. Okay, so have a look over there, that's what we can get. And then if we let's not change that. I'm not sure if I can press change. I'm going to back out and then back into it because I don't want to mess up something. What else have we got down here as well? Evolves a piece, right? So if we take a piece of tier 1 stuff, no, if we take a piece of tier 1 stuff, come on, add that. Right, there we go. And then have a look at this. It tells you that the main stat will go to 66%, but it doesn't say what T3 or T2 or T3 piece it will become. There we go. There's the options. So you could roll it up to Hellslamon or Cataclysm, or you could get the tier 2 pieces as well out of it. Okay, so there you go. That is on. What if I use, what pieces can't be used? What pieces can't? Let's come out of that. If I jump back in. Ah, so you can now level up your might, it would appear. Yeah. So you can now level up might, which you couldn't before. So there we are. But that appears to take 2 pieces as opposed to 1. Grants 1 variant. Then if we come out, what have we got here? That's annoying to keep coming back out of it. There we go. If you come back out of it, it will add actually stuff that you can use. There we go. Random variant attribute. So it'll add on one of the 2 seconds. Let me get me out of the way entirely. There we go. you should now be able to see that. So that's a nice way to have a look at all the variant pieces. That's all the possibilities you can get from variant stuff, okay? So that's gear enhancement done, artifacts done, and now jumping into this. So again, remember, first thing you do is use your free one, which is this one. So you insert this and then you'll get the rewards down here, the possibility of the rewards down here. So you can see from the Emporium Trove, you can get those. You can't get anything brilliant. You need to be getting the legendary or higher ones to get stats that you actually want, or stuff for augmentation or changing. Okay, so it appears that legendary ones will give you the common augmentations, change keystone, legendary keystones and above will give you sort of the epic troves, which give you your evolution of gear. And then we can get a mildly better. Right, these chest types change, don't they? Oh, so they're still going with this option here of changing chest types, so you can still get rare, mythic, fine, that sort of chests. Well, a lot of my gear has had re-rolls on it as well, so I assume yes you can, but I don't know. I haven't got a piece of gear, put stones on it to change the stats and then see if I can get stuff, additional stuff on it. But the forging and the gear enhancement are different pages, so I would assume you can, but I could be very wrong on that. The other thing that there is an issue, not an issue, that when you first come online and you first do this, there's just this one here and it says to click on that and it says to insert it and then it goes to challenge. Don't do that. The first thing you should do is come up here and you can see the map. So this is the map screen and then it tells you the waves of mobs that you're going to get hit by. Okay, so you're better off doing it that way round. Just move me a touch further. There we go. You can see the waves there. That's a much easier way round to do it. And to be fair, I think I quite like this. This is at what, 440, which is nice and low. So because bear in mind, you get this from gear aids 1, 2 and 3 stages 19, I think, wasn't it? Was it 19 and above where they first dropped from? So if you've just started out, I think this is arguably doable for you if you're at that level and you get a couple of little bonuses, so you can actually start upgrading your artifacts to give you a little bit of an additional boost. I think is quite good. There we go. So if you jump in, you can then have a look at the map and go, well, here's the map. And then it tells you each wave that you're going to get, what's going to happen on each wave. So we'll get 5 waves out of this one. You can see the armor the mobs have got, common armor. The boss has got sort of heavy armor, that sort of thing. So there you go. That's how you do. So you can change them and we can challenge that. Once you've accepted the challenge, that's you're straight into it. Let's go and take a quick look through wave 1. Yeah, very possibly, but I wouldn't say I've got the strongest account in the world, and I can now still upgrade my primary stats from 66 to hopefully 71. So I will get more stats and be able to push on further on in the game. But if you're in the game already, this is just, you're just adding more stuff to you. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, so your stronger accounts are going to get more stuff, and they seem to drop these chests randomly. I don't think there's a set method, one of a better description, over who gets what or which mobs drop them or anything like that. I think it can differ as you do different stages, but I think the bulk of it seemed to be common armor and heavy armor that I've seen so far. So I've pushed my way more to magic damage than anything else. For these early stages, you should be able to blitz through without any problems whatsoever. I'd normally do on 2 times speed, but the figures of doing this would just take it nice and slowly. So if anyone's got any questions, they can shout out and ask them. Or if there's anything else I want to see that I think I've missed, then we can go for that. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, when you start adding on your primary stats going to 71 as opposed to 66, yeah, that is going to be. And all those T3, or sorry, all those gear that you've got good primaries and 3 out of the 4 substats, they're going to get re-rolled up a lot as well. So again, this isn't that hard, but then we're over double the BP for it, so it shouldn't be. Yeah, I've been farming up 22. I didn't push on to do 23 and 24 because I didn't see the point in it. It was just a bit of RNG. But now, because that legendary chest is there, I'm going to have to start pushing on. That being said, I will probably sort out my gear because remember, we've got the gear save on now, so that's going to save your gear better than it did before. So you should be able to get 1 or 2 really good pieces of gear and just swap them over, keep them on that, save them to that person for that run, and then you should be good to go. With the gear save now back in, you won't have to swap that piece of gear over, theoretically. So I'm hoping I'll be able to push on maybe a little bit quicker than I initially thought. I don't know. And do that for a little while. Sorry. I've only got the purple augmentation ones for my artifacts at the moment. I haven't pushed on and done a higher chest for that as it stands. But I would imagine all my 25 artifacts would get at least 1 augmentation on them for the common ones to actually give them a small boost. But remember that augmentation, that common one can go up to 1600 on HP, and the next one up, the legendary version of it, starts at 50. So you can actually lose out if you're doing it, which would be at best a shame. Yeah, I think I'm going to be saving them up for a while. Like you say, very much like Raid, I'll be holding on to a couple of my things. Yeah, I've got a few of them now. I think I've got sort of 6 or so. So I might do 1 or 2 pieces now, like, I don't know, a tier of Twilight, so we can just have a look at how it rolls up, that sort of thing. So these are the last 2 mobs, and then you get to, you're forced to open your chests at the end. It just gives you your chests, and the next option you've got, the next button you can press is open now. So there's not a lot of not a lot you can do within that. There we go. Now the other thing is, you've got your chest to open all here, and then if you have a quick look at them, you see you've got a blue tinge and a purple tinge. So even though that was a legendary chest, you can still get that like rare, epic and legendary version of that chest. So the sort of RNG within the RNG, I just wish they would move away from this. If you've got that chest, you should get the rewards in that chest, not get a lesser version of that chest. The other thing is, once you've got these, then it will start adding everything up for you. So I will get 1 of these, I will get 6 of those, 1, and then 40. Just show you on the next round. So yeah, there's the 46 1-on-1. Okay, so that's a quick look on how it actually works and what the run through actually looks like. Okay, there's a tier 2 version. If I insert that, there you go. They are some of the rewards I can get from it. So you can then start getting the advanced augmentation ones as well. Okay, but they drop fairly often. The drop rate of them isn't horrific, I don't think. I think you get them relatively regularly, apart from, like I said, I don't know if you weren't here at the beginning, when you first get here, you get one green one. Before, I didn't use it, and I did 89 runs on the Tireless Raider, and I got no keystones. So make sure you use keystones before you do any raids. I don't know if it's an RNG thing or I was just unlucky, but hello mate, you alright? So yeah, just make sure you do that beforehand. Artifact. So theoretically we can get any one of these. I don't know which one it would be, but 65. There you go, towards the bottom end. But we've got, he now gets an additional Does it say? Yeah, there you go. Attack is plus 65. I don't know where that attack fits at the moment. We'll have to try. I'll have to try that out at some point. I don't know if that attack goes on before all your gear rate percentages, that sort of thing. So maybe that's something to look at in the future, or whether that's added on. Which stage to get red orbs from? Level 2 stuff is the first time I've seen it, so I don't know. These are the only ones I can go. So level 1, if I insert that, I haven't got any. Level 2. Yeah, level 2 legend. So level 2 legendary, you'll start to get the legendary ones from after. But beyond that, I don't know. There you go. Anything else you want to see or know about from the patch? Oh, the other thing is Mystery of Artifacts is on, but it doesn't. The reward there from Mystery of Artifacts doesn't change anything. It doesn't give you any of the new stuff, so it seems a bit of a weird time to put that on. You go here and have a look. Artifact material raid. There's nothing there to say that you're getting any of the new stuff. So I'm going to imagine there'll be quite a few people who will be doing in the background gear raids, try and get the keystones, because the keystones are only dropping from the gear raids. So level 18, nothing. Level 19, you get the uncommon and the rare. Yeah, level 21 is the first time you see the epic version, and then it's all the way down to 24 before you see the legendary version of it. But that's the only place I've seen them dropping. It's in the gear raids. Can you auto those fights? I haven't seen the auto run ability, but no, I haven't seen a save function after the fights or anything like that. So yeah, there's nothing there to say there's a save, but quite often these modifiers are somewhat different. So even if you take, yeah, see these modifiers here, even though it's the rare mossy crystal 1, become different. So I don't know whether they will in time or not, I don't know, but there's different mobs and different modifiers depending on which one you've got. So I haven't seen an auto for it yet, but whether they put one in or not, I don't know. Anything else anyone wants to see or have a look at? I think that's the biggest parts of it. The gone over the Demon Soldier, gone over Carosa, and then we've gone over the augmentation and the gear enhancement. But I'll drop a video out after this, so we've got some footage of it and things like that, and go through it slow time on my thoughts on it, that sort of thing. But if there's anything you particularly want to see or know, shout out in the next couple of minutes in the comments, and I'll sort of quickly go over them for you if you like. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I think it was said earlier in the chat that the stronger accounts are going to get stronger, and they are. That's without a doubt that is going to happen. But I do think there's an ability for smaller accounts to be able to do some catch up. I think that the time that it used to take you from getting one to the next one will be shorter. Am I pulling for Vaughn? Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to pull to at least I do a pity. but I'm cognizant. Last year they did, what was it, the 12th, wasn't it? The 12th of next month was the start of their anniversary event, and they had 2 limiteds on. They had a fusion on. They had a legendary shard summon in there as well. I mean, it was fantastic. Last year, if you weren't around for last year's anniversary event, it was absolutely awesome. So I am certain that this and the next 2 weeks are going to be relatively good banners to get you to pull. Do a quick 10 pull. Stream of luck. Get Vaughn on the first one. Oh, no. That hasn't happened, has it? That's not a thing. Oh, there you go. The no Vaughn there. Yeah. I'll do a divine. There you go. At least we get an epic, won't we? Oh, I thought I was not going to even get an epic there. Oh, go on then. Go on then. Do Vaughn. Boom. Oh. Not going to worry about that. Mate, I've had worse pulls. I've had worse pulls than that. So yeah, I'll probably do my summons tomorrow morning, because I want to go through all of this stuff and get this out, so everyone's aware of it, and then I'll probably start doing little things to see how low we can go on getting these done for different capabilities for people. So there we go. That's pretty much it. That's everything sort of done and dusted. Who's got the other? Give Hex some love. Oh, it got HP obviously, and it's towards the bottom end. God, I haven't had a good roll yet. Just out of interest, can we double roll on it? Does it take it away? So you can add 2 on there. There you go. I'll stop there. There we go. So I presume then you could actually come in and add a stat to it. Whether you can add one of these and then put a common augmentation on your runic, I don't know. There we go. That will come out in time, I'm sure, as some of the bigger accounts get done. So is there anything else people want to see? Anything else at all? Give us a shout now, or we'll call it a day, and then I can get busy trying to actually get a video out for this lot in sort of more straightforward order. But I don't have her. I think I went back to playing Raid when she came out as a fusion. She was a time limited fusion. Okay, so a fusion is, for those of us who get confused, Hero Fusion is one of these, where you'd see Salazar and Micah, I think was the other one, but she came out as a time limited fusion. Okay, and I went back to play Raid, I think. It's all right, mate. Watch the rest. But she has 2 passives, and then she's got this 3rd passive here, which is just increases all mages damage by 6%, which is a bit, I think it's quite massive, really. I think that's going to give us some play time. Just if you're selecting a team of 10 and only putting 8 down, then she can very much be in there just to give that out, because it doesn't say she has to be on the battlefield. So there we are. Okay, anything anyone else wants to see at all? Haven't heard anything at the moment, so we will call it a day in a second. Quick 30-minute stream for you, just to show you what's on and what's available, and then I'll go and do a video in a minute, okay? And then we can get that out in the next sort of hour or so and cover everything that we've learned through this, all right? Okay, Nothing heard. Thank you very much for your time. If you could leave the old thumbs out, like and subscribe would help me out massively. And then just go to the channel, watch every video I've got and all the adverts. That would be even better. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in a video in soon. I'll go and do the video of this in more chronological order as opposed to jumping around all over the place. And that's it from me. Thank you very much. Cheers. Goodbye. Have a good one.